sense. Sometimes the kind of things we say, the kind of cries we cry as a people, it does not make sense. I don't understand why Obeka say. Assembly say, 30 minutes ago, now I'm on Facebook. Papa Rich, Akwaba, and I make a share a post B, and the post is coming from none other than the current Speaker of Parliament. Felix, thank you. Ibrahim, thank you. Speaker of Parliament, Right Honorable Alban Sumaina Bagbin. Meaning passe a be a managing page no man on so. Assembia ni panu beta pibiano. It needs I believe the permission of the speaker himself. And the way a Speaker of Parliament the official page our Facebook, it reads, I recount the journey of over 3 decades from 1993 to 2025. The Parliament of Ghana has come really far. Thank you, Ministry of Finance Ghana, for reading the budget for the year 2026. Without doubt, there is more hope in the rebound. Again, I read. I recount the journey of over 3 decades, 30 years, okay? From 1993 to 2025. And the mini ones Mbiaka. Or see, the Parliament of Ghana has really come far. That too, no problem. Now, the next thing they say, thank you, Ministry of Finance Ghana, for reading the budget for the year 2026. Now, what the problem is that he says that without doubt, thanks to those who are gifting, there is more hope in the rebound. Alban Bagbin, Right Honorable, is saying, say, without doubt, our onu Alban Bagbin etrimono, there is more hope in this rebound, and he is calling this governance by NDC as a rebound. Now, do you know the more interesting thing? Speaker of Parliament, Anka Omaino, Emraiwa has said the speaker must be neutral. Per the laws of Ghana, Speaker of Parliament, Ekaise Oyo Obi neutral. Some way, somehow, no, Speaker of Parliament, ni official page so of Facebook, no, pictures are omufa nyina no, NPP ni bianim. The pictures that they are posting on Facebook, Speaker of Parliament page, you know, NPP ni bianim. And that is a kind of biased, one-sided Speaker of Parliament. Yeah, what's to say, Ewo Ghana. Now, the Speaker of Parliament is saying, say, there is hope for Ghana. Esan say, NDC, Abemu. The Speaker of Parliament is saying, there is a financial and economic rebound of our economy. But Ukraine say, the reason we are here today, and this one, I will say it without any doubt. The reason, one of the reasons for Akufo-Addo government going to IMF is because of Alban Bagbin. Alban Bagbin counting Ghana echo IMF. And this is why I'm saying that. Mbekaya, 2022. Kenoforiata read the budget around October. Now, some budget mono, there were some interventions that Kenoforiata had suggested. Now, those interventions, no, and never boa my economy, no, ebe sisan tentem. If those interventions were approved earlier, we wouldn't have had to go to IMF. What happened? It was then that this Speaker of Parliament remembered as Nihunfano. It was when Kenoforiata in October 2022 read the budget for 2023. And like I said, Parliament approved no. Or what Speaker Bagbin Kai say Nihunfano. Speaker Bagbin was able to go to Dubai or Nini Yire, any secretary or whatever for several weeks. Mbekaya. Now, the reason Speaker Bagbin was doing that was because now Speaker Bagbin himself, the numbers in Parliament, no, now 137. And he said, on no Speaker Bagbin, on Niwa, the numbers will be balanced. As I say, first Deputy Speaker or NPP ni, second Deputy Speaker or if I say independent. It's that independent on no difference no. So every now and then, anytime they wanted to discuss the budget of 2023, Speaker Bagbin will leave. Sometimes krano otniba parliament anopa. Oba anopa na be 1 hour. Then he will say he's going somewhere and first deputy speaker should come and take over. And that was the end. It was because of that the budget for 2023 delayed to the extent say sa budget you could approve or almost April 2023. Never happened before. It being Sida. Who was the leader of parliament then? Now can you Speaker Bagbin? So he is one of the reasons why Ghana is suffering, or Ghana has suffered. He is one of the reasons. So we are now saying, clearly, from this post, Speaker Bagbin does not care about Ghana. He cares about NDC. And all the things he was doing, so about parliament, about not say 1 hour, you be cast serious matter pay. Now I sorry because when you say now best and favor NPP because that time no sooner just suffer now only around. I just suffer now only around. Now she had some family problems that she had to solve. And the speaker Bagbin knew say anytime obe sorry fra kunya no super now best now balance and NPP be 136 and NDC be 137. And he was playing that game. Emrabi crowd by he just closed down parliament indefinitely. And Akufo-Addo, anytime Speaker Bagbin is adjourning parliament for their normal recess, vacations, he will not give a date for reopening that. Just say he will sit down when the gods of the land whisper into his ears, say, oh, now you can open. All these things were to sabotage the government of Akufo-Addo. That was it. That was the rationale. That was the aim. And indeed, they succeeded in sabotaging government of Akufo-Addo. To the extent, Akufo-Addo had no other option than to go to IMF. Adentia. They wanted it to say, NDC ko IMF, MPP so abano, or Muswa ko IMF MPP fonye, or Munimshi, Muntu abatia omo. That was all. They did not care what was in it for Ghanaian children, Ghanaian women and men. Now, near farm one say, as I say, or muye nombetimi bia ewini 2024 election. And today's Speaker of Parliament is allowing whoever is managing his page to boldly come and speak to our face, say there is more hope in the rebound. Ghana will have been in a more better place than we are today if Speaker Bagbin had not played politics with the seat that Ghanaians had given him as Speaker of Parliament. And yet tactics are not Speaker Bagbin here of Parliament. And by now, we will have been way, way, way better off. And you see, posterity will be the judge. Posterity will be the judge. Sometimes you can succeed in all these machinations. Okay, these machinations, all these ones that you've done, you can succeed in them. But posterity, how history will remember you, that matters also. And then we talk about the likes of J.B. Dankwa. We talk about the like of Kwame Nkrumah and the others. History is there. History is there. And one day history, we will know, because of Speaker Bagbin, we had to go to IMF by force. In fact, a time crowd, Okotinasa, a friend is saying, Okotinasa, a friend is Dubai, sir. You saw a toy and a pamono through Dubai. Mekaya. 2022. There was a very heavy rain over Dubai for some days, and there was flooding. And no pamono free Dubai. Yes, and you can't buy. Me moderators more one conform with Jimmy comment section. But you block your more na your neighbors no da. More. So that is it. So now that we're speaking about Speaker Bagbin there, now let's go to our next for the night. NDC through the Minister of Finance say for them to actually end double track system, they need 24 more months. Now start 24 more months, then 2 years. Now, Wow, in double track, no, gold green, now NDC for their propaganda, senior high school. Say some people will go, and when they vacate and go to the house, others will go. Now, for baby, let me tell you this. Me, I have never ever been opposed to double track. I have never been opposed to double track. And the reason I have never been opposed to double track is say, I have seen the benefit of double track. Mamika, let me tell you a story. Me one nephew be now call a TVET school. Their main school I Accra no. Whenever he goes to school, Ebra do second year, form 2. After, whenever they come home on those vacations, he goes to do attachment. Now, electricals or so. Obethie biano, okoye attachment. And guess what? That attachment, okoye biano, every day biana ye chiano. Yeah. And see, when I was hearing people say, and a double track no nye, and a double track no, people are coming home, they are getting pregnant. And I was like, now this one you cannot blame it on government. You cannot blame the government. Next person, Martin, let me add you as moderator. You see, education, no, and I say we have multiple people who are involved in education. Parents have a role to play. Government also has a role to play. Society has a role to play. And to say parent bit now say, oh, me baba vacation no I want me bano wako nyinse wako fa nyinse. It makes no sense. Because another person is somewhere no ni baba vacation na the person goes to work or kopé jumaye. So it was not as if double track night was evil. In fact, they will tell you say most students even want a longer vacation period. For those college students, university students, they want a longer vacation period. Students during vacation, they go and get some jobs and do. In fact, life no so they go and do those jobs during vacation period. And all we should have demanded is say, send Koran bebe fie, na maybe vacations period ebe check akrana. Let government think about how to empower private sector to create some jobs. Senior high school for fee during for 1 month, 2 months beer, they can do and put money in their pocket. Mrs. Edu says, yes, summer jobs. Exactly. It's something that they actually love doing in America and the developed countries, UK, Canada, and the others. Students actually look forward to that. They look forward to that. Because that's the time you can also make money as a young person and put in your pocket. Summer jobs. Okay? But you see, NDC do. They know these things so. NDC penny for munempa. So muso muko abroche nebi. Eti no munim say I did be o summer jobs. Obi say double track now so continue if you be 1 month no akopeka kakra no aye for 1 month no say 500 cedis bi kra no agi no when the two boto. Now omunimpa. But they always look at us Ghanaians and think say we are all dumb and they will come and say oh enye. And they will keep repeating it until you now you come and say hey, it's true, enye. And that has been the case. That is how they've always been misleading the population, misleading Ghana. Now, NDC catch say, Omuba power within 2 years. In fact, they even say within 1 year, that double track system, no, it will become a thing of the past. That is the promise John Mahama, His Excellency, gave to us. Says that double track system, say, gold, green, we cook a crano, bet in a fee, now we soak a crano. Onu John Mahama, obey President Bioma, within 1 year, obey ye free war. Ebusian 4, we are in 11 months of John Mahama. Almost 1 year. And Minister of Finance say is coming back to tell us, say, so 1 year ajo mama mini will say gold, green, and all those tracks no abolish or senior high schools no. Yes, I'm more 2 more years. Extra time, 2 more years. And in all, no, they are saying, say, something that Akufo-Addo and Napo and Duchum had projected, say, Anka, by next academic year, no, double track will have ended. And indeed, that is why you saw that kind of infrastructural development in our educational sector. The way they were building schools. Number one, say you remembered, saying one day over 50 schools with infrastructure were all outdoor. Mukaya. So that is what Akufo-Addo and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, NPP's government, was aiming at. Because as a matter of fact, no, because of free senior high school, no, now enrollment across Europa exponentially. And actually, no, a good thing for a minor. When the more you have people who are educated, especially our TVET more, the better the future of the nation. So clearly, no, NDC have deceived us. Gold green, no, is going on, pa. Now, as is going on, no, what is happening? Are the children not getting pregnant again? Or because John Mahama is buying them sanitary pads, they are not getting pregnant. Now, sanitary pad, no, a post-pill. Sanitary pad, no, a friend is saying, a family planning. You see, so sometimes, no, our logic does not make sense. Sometimes the kind of things we say, the kind of cries we cry as a people, it does not make sense. I don't understand why Obeka said, because your child has gone to senior high school and is coming home to come and stay for 1 month and untina wakonyinse. And you are a parent and you are happily saying that, and you are blaming Akufo-Addo and Bawumia for it. You are blaming Akufo-Addo and Bawumia that your daughter was able to get up from the room, pass through the gate, go out, go and give himself out to a boy or a man, got pregnant, and came back to your house. So Akufo-Addo is to blame for it. Bawumia was to blame for it. And now NDC foresee it will take them in all 3 years for the gold green to be abolished. No. Now, is it Akufo-Addo or Bawumia who is costing this one again? Are the children not getting pregnant again, Anna? We need an answer to that. We need an answer to that. We do need an answer. We told you, say, let's be frank to ourselves. Why Nebet be education minister or man wemu? He will perform better than Dr. Educhu. And I said than Napo. Why? We were in IMF. Akufo-Addo, eba abayemono, first year no, na you IMF. But within that first year, no, Napo was put in charge of implementing free senior high school. And he made sure, say, he implemented the free senior high school. After Napo left, Educhum came to take over. Under Educhum, you could see, say, indeed, an educationist, minister. Look at how our senior high school, everything was flowing smoothly under Educhum. To the extent, say, Bagbin started a program to give tablets to senior high school students. All these things, NPP, yeah. Kind of force Kwen, sir. And indeed, they went to show us Kwen. Today, tablets, no. We don't hear about them again. Tablets, no. We don't hear it. We don't hear about it again. They say, some students, and you know the bad aspect, the sad aspect. NPP has started distribution. She said some schools are there, no. Nkolano ewa tablet. Some schools they don't have. And NDC has kept quiet on it. Because they don't want that what will come and help other families. There be. Eka NDC for nkwa. Some specific families alone should be the ones who are rich and educated in Ghana. That is what Akufo-Addo did not want. That is what Akufo-Addo wanted to solve with the free senior high school. Akufo-Addo who say, the way Ghana is going, every generation, the likes of the Oforiata, Koto families, Ado families, Mahama families. You know those families, those popular families that we know. Every generation, they have been the ones to be at the forefront of Ghana's politics and everything in Ghana. And Akufo-Addo says that, na Adena Alifoji family, no, Omodie, don't they have anything to offer for Ghana, to not offer to Ghana? That's my family. I'm using my own surname as an example. Because I'm from a family of 8 children, and I am the last born. Now, all my other 7 siblings, none of them entered senior high school. None of them. And it was not because they were down, but they be a scantier. Whenever I sit down and I'm speaking with my sisters and my brothers, you can see, say, their minds are very much developed. But now a second tier, they couldn't go to school. Mikra na miti hano. Mikra no. Enya mi auntie na ya madoya. Mi auntie, ene adopted me. Mi auntie though, she adopted me. That is how come I went to school. And yes, sir, I wouldn't have even entered, I'm not sure I would have entered JHS Kimpo. You get it? Akufo-Addo saw that and said, no, there is something good in every family in Ghana. So let's give equal opportunities to everybody. Whether you are coming from Chebi, you are coming from Bole, Nalerigu, you are coming from Sandema, wherever you are coming from. At least, upenkwan senior high school. And we use and gold green, double track, empty. And they are telling you 2 more years. Episode 4, let's go to the next thing. Vim lady